Hey there. I've been promising that I'd show you my EDC, and so today's the day. You know, whether you're out and about working out in the world or you're on the homestead, there are certain things that you can carry on your body that come in very handy almost on a daily basis. Some of the things I'm going to show you today, I use almost literally on a daily basis, so it comes in very handy. Now, having said that, EDC is a very personal thing. If you search EDC on YouTube or on the internet in general, you'll find out people have opinions about EDC because it's as personal as every individual that carries it. Certain things come in handy for one person, may not come in handy for another person. They have totally different needs. Now, I'm going to start today with some things that I used to carry, and I'll bring you up to date on what I carry right now every day. There was a time when I carried this Spec Ops wallet. It is trifold. It has this clear section here. It has a zipper pocket here. It has room for plenty of cards. It has your regular opening for bills. Inside here is yet zipper that has a hidden pocket inside the fold. And I carried this for a long time, and it was packed. And it carried most everything I needed in my wallet as far as that goes, but it folds here. It has this sharp bite closure, but it got pretty thick. And it was in my back pocket, and I got tired of sitting on it every day, and I started looking for options. And I found this little Maxpedition bag. Now, with this, I could carry a few other things that I needed. It has a netted pocket in the front. It has this main zipper pocket. And then inside are two pockets, some webbing here, and a little paracord loop that's good for keys and whatnot. And that would fit very well in my back pocket, but again, it was really thick when I started to add other things that I wanted to carry. So I carried that I carried it for quite some time until I got tired of it being too thick. And then I migrated to this Viper Aid bag. Love this little bag. It has a zipper in the back. It has a couple of pockets in the front, one large pocket here, and then some smaller pockets. There was a time when I carried this handy dandy Swiss Army knife, and I would slide it right into that pocket there. This I would carry, and I would have a pin in it, different things, but this I would carry in my front pocket as opposed to my back pocket and sitting on it all day. I carried it in my front pocket. I carried it for a long time, and you know what? This is actually the one that I carried. The Maxpedition bag that I showed you, this is brand new. I've actually never carried this one. The one I carried got worn out. I mean, it got frayed. This one I did carry every day for I don't remember how long, and it is still in great shape. These are very good little bags for the money. You can find them on Amazon, but it's Viper Aid. But after a time, I decided there were some other things that I really needed that I wanted to carry, and I came across this Viper Aid bag, again, going back to Viper Aid, and I found this bag. And this goes in my front pocket, and it's not very thick, you can see. It holds a lot though. On one side, I've got a Velcro area in case I want to put a morale patch. There's a pocket here, and I have a few things in this pocket. Let's take a look. Now this is a little Leatherman pair of scissors. The scissors come in very handy on this. It has a little knife blade. This is the Leatherman Style CS, and then the clip here. I carry a little flash drive that has some important documents. If something ever happens to me, there's some documents on there from Missy. This little tool has a pointed end. You can take it, break glass, that kind of thing, but it also comes apart. And on this end, I have a ferro rod, a fire steel. And I can take the tip off, and I don't know if you can see it, but I have some tinder there that I can scrape and start a fire. If you guys have ever seen a ferro rod before, you know how that works. And then this is actually an old antenna, but I can pull this out and use it to feed oxygen to a fire and get a fire going. Even if things are wet, a lot of times you can feed air to it and really get it going. So that's in there. You'll notice at the top I have an S binder and then a couple of keys, house key and whatnot. I've got another little binder up here, and then this is something Missy got me for Christmas. I'm not sure where she got them. I'll have to ask her. But this is just a glow-in-the-dark tie-on thing here. Just kind of neat to have. In the zipper, I keep a little emergency stash of cash there, just in case. Missy gets on to me for not carrying cash, and so I try to keep that emergency cash on me. If I flip it over to the other side, I have this handy-dandy 511 pen. I used to carry this Fisher space pen. It fits, as you can see, it's very nice in the hand when you put it together like that for writing, but then when you go to put it up, it's very small and would fit right in there. But Missy got me this 511 pen for Christmas, and I really like it. And believe it or not, this thing writes really smoothly. It's really nice. I like it. Something else she got me, this little 511 tool here. It's a little pry bar, a couple of size wrenches are on there, a couple of size flathead screwdrivers. Just a neat little tool. To be honest, I haven't used it yet, but it fits really nicely, and in case I did need it, look, boom, it's in there. One thing I do use almost on a daily basis is this O-light. I love this little flashlight. This is the I1R2, and I'm telling you, it is awesome. In my daily job, there are times when I have to look in some pretty dark corners, and this comes in handy. And you think, from the size of it, that it wouldn't do much. But if you turn it just a little, you'll get the dim light, and if you turn it a little more, you'll get the bright light. And I'm telling you, it is bright. And the really cool thing is it doesn't need batteries, because it has a charging port right here, and you can just plug it up and charge it, and it fits right in my bag right there. So this is my daily front pocket carry. Love that little pouch. Well worth the money. It's the really neat thing, like I said a while ago about the Viper 8, is they're not expensive, but they're very well made. Good quality. Something else I carry on a daily basis is my traveler's notebook. Now, we all have cell phones these days, and we can take notes on our cell phones in 1,000 different ways. I know that. But sometimes you just want to take your 511 pen and jot something down. You know, if you're on the homestead, you may need to make a note. Maybe you're taking measurements. This is something I do a lot. You know, in times past when we've had homes before where I had to do any type of carpentry work, I would have to jot down measurements. And it is so nice to have. You can see, I've got a lot going on in here. You can see that it holds little little pads of paper, and you can just jot down a note right on the spot. It's good to have a notebook to write in. I have these where I can put important papers I might have with me, or just like right here, business cards, things of that nature. But the traveler's notebook, I love that. Goes right in my back right pocket every day, and I carry that. I told you at one time I carried this Spec Ops wallet, and then I graduated to this, but I really wanted my everyday carry stuff like I have in this bag now. The pen, the light, things of that nature. I didn't show you this pocket on the edge. If you open that up, I've got some paracord and some cable ties in there. Some people call them zip ties. I grew up calling them cable ties just from the nature of my business. But in there I've got some cable zip ties and some paracord. Comes in handy occasionally. But carrying my wallet thing, like my cards, carrying my cards and my cash, I didn't really want to do that in these. It was a little bit too much trouble getting those out every time just for cards or cash. So Missy got me this Dango wallet, and I have carried it for out of several years now, at least 3 years. I've been carrying this on a daily basis, and I love it. When I first got it, and when I first got the Dango A10, is what it is, it came like this. It's just this aluminum part, and I had my, cover up important information here, I had my ID card here, I had other cards, check card, credit cards, that kind of thing right here, and then if you slide this card up, inside is cash or whatever you can fit in there. But here's the deal. There are 3 or 4 cards, 4 cards right in here, and then the 1 card here. That wasn't enough. I have multiple cards for work and whatnot, so I invested in this. And this slides right into the rail. Try to do this for the camera. Slides right into that rail, and it gives you a little extra space for cards here. And you can still raise it up and have access to your case. I carried it like that for quite a while. Then I decided that wasn't enough. I had more cards that I had to keep up with. For work, I had a gas card and a company credit card, and I had my personal cards, and I had ID cards and my driver's license, and on and on and on. So then I invested in this. And you see it has the attachment where you can slide it right onto that rail, same way. Now, still have access to my cash inside, but now I have pockets here, I have pockets here, which this goes back here. I have pockets inside, and this is what I have carried now for well over a year. I'm thinking maybe 2 years. I think she may have gotten me this for Christmas a couple of years ago. On the end of it, I keep this little night core flashlight. I got Missy one in pink.
This is the one that Kyle got just for me, and as you can see, it's pink. I love it. It is perfect for me to look around in my purse with. I mean, you can use it for all kinds of things, but you can hit this button once, and it's a really bright light. But then if you hit it twice, look at that. Wow, that will blind you. And I kind of have a feeling that this is going to come in real handy early in the mornings when it's still dark and I'm having to look into the chicken boxes because I really don't want to grab a snake.
As far as a tool, I did a short a while back that teased about this video. And I said, I used to carry the Leatherman Skeletool. And I like the Skeletool, don't get me wrong. It has its uses. I love the size of it. It feels pretty good in your hand. Now back here where the screwdriver is kind of a hot spot and can if you're really bearing down on it, it'll get you. But I like it. It has a great little blade on it. Has a great little blade. And of course, all the necessary things, you know, the screwdriver and whatnot. But I found that it was too small, really, for some of my use cases. In fact, I was using what really got me, I was using the pliers one day, and I almost broke it. I mean, it started to really bend and give. And I said, well, this is not going to cut it. So I looked around, and I found the Leatherman Wave. Quite a bit heftier, quite a bit more weight, but it's worth it. You'd be hard pressed. You can break it, sure, you can break it, but for my uses, I found that it works very well. It has cutters here, it has the pliers, it has a serrated blade, it has a knife blade, and these are all lock blades. It has a wood saw blade, which, believe it or not, I have used on several occasions, mostly camping. And then it has a file on this side. And of course, inside it has all your regular, you know, your Phillips and flathead screwdriver, your bottle opener. I love the scissors. Now, I do have the scissors on the small style CS I showed you earlier, but this has a pretty good pair of scissors. And of course, you know, your screwdrivers. I love this little screwdriver. Let me show you this one. Close these scissors up, they lock. This little screwdriver, if you can even see it, that's tiny, isn't it? I have used that on my watch band, on my glasses. That little screwdriver comes in handy sometimes too. And I actually use this Leatherman Wave, I promise you, on a daily basis. Some part of it on a daily basis. Absolutely the knife. The knife and the pliers I use almost daily on something. And then the screwdrivers and whatnot I use very, very often. I do not like this. I know that the pouch that comes with it, some people like them. They wear them on their belt and it works great for them. If it works great for you, I am just tickled to death for you. I don't like it. I don't want it on my belt. So I invested in this pocket clip. You can get this as an extra and it pops right on there. And if you'll notice, it goes all the way. So this will slide down into my pocket all the way, and you really don't even know that I have it. So that is my everyday carry that I wanted to share with you. Thanks for watching. Lord bless you.